Hello, good evening. Happy Bugadi to each and every individual, my dear students. Today we will switch over to the very important institution in the society. The name is Family Institution. Sorry. The family institution, depending upon its nature, we can call it with varieties of the names. Primary group, principal group, principled group, consanguineous group, cornerstone of the society, social group, and conjugal group. And it is applicable in entire the universe, so omnipresent. It is a unique institution and a universal institution. Basically, instead of switch over to the origin, variations, functions of the family, we will switch over to the evolutionary process and with the various professors' critical analysis about the family. Switch over. The family word is in the Roman language. The word is famulus, that is the servant, those who will render their or give their services. Next, if it is in Latin language, familia, that is household. Household means number of subgroups will be available. Maybe family members, servants, slaves, etc., etc. Mr. Clare has taken out of all the relationship into consideration. It is nothing, family is nothing but the relationship had been taken place between parents and children. The main aim is, the main function is, one is production, that is procreation. Second is the socialization, that is upbringing of the family members, that is the children. And the third one is to take care, that is the welfare mechanism. Then switch over to them. In early Christianity, it might have influenced the genre of family studies in that period. The family has remained as a central social institution out of all institutions in the society. There are number of institutions, example marriage institution, kinship institution, economic institution, religious institutions. Out of all these things, family occupies the central or key position. And family institution function is also the model for the industry. Okay, the anthropology studies marriage, kinship structures, and the family members' behavior can be understood only by the descent and its alliances, that is the relationship, maybe vertical fashion or horizontal fashion. The family as an omnipresent institution, doubtless, that's why we will use family is a universal institution. Every countryman is having the family, but the duration of the family may be limited period or maybe 100 years. That differs depending upon the individual's interest and their associations. It is a platform to understand structural principles of sexuality and relationship, of reciprocity, hierarchy, and exchange, and enacted, regulated, and reproduced. The meaning for the family as well as the households. The family term broadly refers to the primary group, which consists the wife and husband and their children. Mainly it consists the three types of relationship. Keep it in mind very seriously. The words you should remember. Number one, first type of relationship, that is a category of relationship will be called like this: affinal relationship, conjugal relationship, or spousal relationship, or consort relationship between husband and wife. It may be consanguineous relationship or non-consanguineous relationship between spouses. Consanguineous means the wife and husband may be blood related, may be cross cousins. If it is Hindu system, if it is Muslim, Islamic culture, parallel cousins marriage is also there. So here it is, the wife and husband relationship is may be consanguineous or may not be consanguineous. The second category of relationship in the family is parents and children. From one generation to the another generation. Parents is the F1 generation, then you can, from them the children came out. That's why we can call it as F2 generation. So we can call those relationship as filial relationship or vertical relationship or vertical descent relationship or vertical lineal relationship. So for the parents and children, relationship has the 4 titles. Then the third category of relationship between brothers and sisters, we can have only one relationship, sibling relationships. So based on the residence, sometimes it may be changes. Consanguineous or non-consanguineous may be adopted or own children or cousin brother and own children. So in the family, maybe the own blood shared children or adopted children, that is non-consanguineous. Maybe temporarily some people for their education they will stay with their uncles and aunties, though they were also the part and parcel but not the permanent members. So the maybe the consanguineous, non-consanguineous members will also reside in household. So according to Colandre, he categorized into 12 types of families based on the ethnography. Ethnography is nothing but a group will be highlighted, recognized, identified based on their cultural activities, particularly traditional activities, what they are, rituals, what are traditions, what they are practiced. Ethnography, ethno is equal to people related to the particular land, graphy is equal to description. So a people's culture will be described. So depending upon the ethnography, he has divided into 12 varieties. We can observe the evolutionary phenomenon one after another. Number 1 is nuclear family. In this, couple may be newly married people, they do not have immediately the children. So without children, after some time they had the children. So with the children, this is the without children, with the children, nuclear family. Second category, supplemented nuclear family. Along with their own, other family members will also reside. Subnuclear family. Single person household. Maybe partner may be absent. Supplemented subnuclear family. So a supplement word itself indicates we are adding. Collateral joint family. Joint family means husband side brothers sisters, like that wife side brother sister, all people moved together, joint. So joint in a horizontal fashion, side, lateral, what we call collateral families. Next, supplemented collateral joint families. Linear joint family. Here linear means not the horizontal, vertical, forefathers, grandparents, parents, children, grandchildren. In a vertical line, the people are living in the same household. That is also the joint family, linear joint family, and also we can add supplemented linear joint family. Next, lineal collateral family. Here it is not only the horizontal and also vertical. Forefathers, grandparents, parents, children, uncle, that is mother side, uncle, aunties, that like that. Father's side, uncle, auntie, like this. All people live together. Vertical and horizontal way, the kin relationship, people move together, living together. So we are using the word lineal as well as the collateral joint family. like this supplemented lineal and collateral joint family. The last one is other residual class. Maybe some other guest people or distant relatives may also be added in this. Then joint and nuclear family, nuclear particularly in India. In Hindu system, we are taking the example. In India, not almost all religions, only Hindu religion we are going to touch it. Example, if you take the epics means Purana, Mahabharata and Ramayana, joint families we observed. Particularly filial piety is also highlighted. Already I told you, filial piety means relationship between the parents and the children. Here it is Dasharatha versus Rama. Rama is giving respect towards the Dasharatha in order to carry out the orders which was given out by the Dasharatha. So here it is the relationship between the father and the son. Not only the simple relations, carry out their values, what father will say, the son is also carrying. Wife and husband relationship showed the standard or the ideal relationship between the spouses. We can also call it as consorts. Whether the consort is near or far away, maybe the distant relative or maybe the near cross cousin. Based on the descent line, descent or lineage means vertical. The families are extended. If the descent from the male side, descent means forefathers, fathers, children, like this. If it is from the male side, father, son, grandfather, father, son, grandson, like that. If the descent line or lineage is from the female side, the mother, daughter, granddaughter, like this. Both husband, brothers' families, wives, sisters' families showed the fraternal and collateral relationship. This is not the vertical, horizontal relationship. That is pinny, that is mousy. So mothers, sisters, families, fathers, brothers, families. That we call fraternal, brotherly relationship. So here it is fraternal or collateral relationship. The Hindu joint family exercised matrilineal as well as matrilocal. I will explain at the depth of the information in later classes. Lineal is equal to go through, line is equal to go through, that is parents to the children, children to the grandchildren, like that. If it is mother side, matrilineal, or if it is father side, patrilineal. Like that, the local word we are using only the residence purpose. If the son-in-law is staying with the mother-in-law's house, matrilocal. Or if the daughter-in-law will stay with the father-in-law's house, patrilocal. In case if the son marries, stayed with the father's house, called as parivirilocal. That is, in general, in patriarchal society, male-dominated society, the daughter-in-law should come out from the parents' house and reside with the husband house. Not only husband is alone, husband and husband fathers, all people are living together. Such a type of families we can call it as parivirilocal. Local means resident. Pari stands for the patrilineal or something like that. So today, once again we will recap the information. Family. This word is most powerful and key word in the society. Without family word, there is no society. The family word has the number of synonyms. Paryaya padalu unnai. Number 1 is primary group, principal group, principled group, consanguineous group, cornerstone of the family, conjugal group, social group. It is observed in entire the world. That's why family is a universal institution. In the society we are having number of institutions. Example, religious institution, educational institution, marriage institution, political institution. But out of all these things, family plays the center role or the key role. That's why we can call it as the family has remained at the central position in the society. Okay, Generally, if you start any new lesson, we want to understand the etymological meaning. That is the what is, where is the word derived, what is the meaning of this. What we call it as etymological meaning. The family word is derived from Roman language. Particularly, the word is famulus. In English, family. Roman language, famulus. In general, the meaning is servant, who will give the services for the group of the people, family members. That's why they used the word servant. In Latin language, the family word is familia. That is, in English, the meaning is household. Household means not only the wife and husband, and also servants, guests, and slaves, everybody included in that household. So, Mr. Clare has given the very important information under the name of the definitions. At the time of the definitions, I will give more. For the time being, I will give. Clare said, a system of relationship between the husband and wife. That is one. Or between the parents and the children. That is the first relationship, second relationship. Primary relationship is when the marriage is over. Then boy and girl will be called as wife and husband. That is also the family. In case after some time they will produce the children, we can call it as parents and the children. So the family means with the children, without children. Okay, switch over to we will go through the subject very clearly in an evolutionary and analytical way. The anthropology studies marriage, kinship structures, and the people's behavior can be understood only through the descent and its alliances related. The family as an omnipresent institution. Omnipresent means ever present, like the God. It is a platform to understand structural principles of sexuality and relationship of reciprocity, hierarchy, and exchange are enacted and regulated to reproduce, are regulated and finally to reproduce mechanism. In general, family and household meanings are slightly different. The family term is broadly refers to the primary group which consists wife and husband, already I covered. New family, if they after some time they will produce the children, parents and the children. Okay, mainly it consists in the family. We found three categories of relationship. Number one relationship is affinal relationship, or conjugal relationship, or spousal relationship, or consort relationship, where such relationship had been taken place between husband and wife. Sometimes the husband and wife may be blood related. Instead of using the word blood related, we should use the word, technical word, consanguineous relationship. And another, sometimes wife and husband may not be the close relatives or the cross cousins, may be the distant people, or sometimes love marriages. So non-consanguineous relationship is also there. The second category of relationship between the parents and the children, we will have given the few words. Filial relationship, or vertical relationship, or vertical descent relationships, or vertical lineal relationship. Here it is, for example, forefathers, grandfathers, father, children, grandchildren. If you make the line from top to the bottom, the relationships are, we can make it. That's why we used the word parents and children relationship is vertical relationship. Then third category of relationship is horizontal, between the brothers and the sisters. It has only one name, that is the sibling relationship. In the residence, all family members may be there. Sometimes guests will be there. Sometimes the adopted children will be there. The children may be the own children, consanguineous children, or non-consanguineous, that may be the adopted children. Or sometimes the distant relatives, for the educational sake, they will from the village to the city they will come and stayed with their relatives. So that time also we can say these people are also our family members like that, but that is only artificially but not really. So Mr. Kalandra has decided and categorized depending upon the ethnography. Ethnography means a group of people lived together with the common traditions, common rituals. He categorized into 12 categories. Number 1 is nuclear family. Nuclear family is 2 types. If the wife and husband newly married without children, after 1 year or 2 years, after some time, if they will produce with children, without children, initially without children, later with children. Next, so we can also call it as, sometimes for newly married couple they may add some more people, that is supplemented nuclear families and subnuclear families. Next, single person household, maybe single parent family, consort or the partner may die. Next, supplemented subnuclear family. Then switch over to the collateral joint. What is joint family? That is the husband and wife relations, husband relations will also move it together, both sides means lateral sides. That's why we are using the word lateral, collateral joint families. And also we added the supplemented collateral joint families, and like this linear families, that is the forefathers, grandfathers, something like that, parents, children, grandchildren, linear joint family. So we are living with our grandpa and grandchildren like that. Here it is supplemented linear joint family and linear collateral joint family. Sometimes forefathers, grandfathers, parents, children, grandchildren, side, mother's brother, mother's sisters and their families, husband brothers, husband sisters, their families, all people together, live together, dine together, move together, work together. What we call it as linear, that is vertical, as well as the horizontal, that we are using the word collateral. Such type of families we call it as linear collateral joint family. And also we can add supplemented linear collateral joint family. And other one is last category, other residual classes. Joint and nuclear families are observed in India. In earlier days, maximum joint families. We are switch over only in India Hindu religious system. Hindu religion, how the joint families was survived. We will have the good examples in epics. Epics means Purana, Mahabharata and Ramayana. All brothers are used to live in the one kope, that is in the one household. And also give the filial relationship also observed. Filial relationship means parents and children relationship, vertical relationship. Example, Dasaratha and his son Rama. Both relationship we can call it as vertical relationship, descent relationship, lineal relationship, and also finally very important word, filial relationship. But here the more valuable relationship is when Dasaratha ordered some information to the Rama. Without telling any hesitation, he simply carried out to go to the forest. Then wife and husband relationship is always with the standardized ideal families, ideal relationship between spouses. Next, based on the descent line, lineage families, that is descent means maybe vertical line. If it is male side, if it is female side. If the descent line is from the male side, father son relationship. If the descent or the lineal is from the female side, mother and daughter relationship. Sometimes both brother families and wife sisters families should also live together, that we will call it as not only collateral and also fraternal relationship. Another new word we added, fraternal or collateral relationship. The Hindu joint family exercised patrilineal and patrilocal. Lineal word is vertical, descent. Local means residence. Generally, we will claim if it is a patrilineal, patridescent, father's name, surname, we will always claim from one generation to another generation. With reference to the local, fathers, if the people are living only with the parents, if it is from the male side, patrilocal, female side, matrilocal. Like this, here it is after marriage, if the daughter is shifted to the in-laws house, then her residence is changed towards the husband's residence. Husband may be alone or maybe husband along with their parents, he may live it. So such in that situation, we can call if the son marries and stayed with the father's house, called as local. So this word is highlighted that what this is nothing but the daughter-in-law stayed with the husband or husband's family, particularly male side. Patrilineal, patrilocal is well dominated in Indian society, particularly in Hindu system. Next class we will switch over to the remaining information. Okay, by this today's lecture is completed. This is Bindu taking leave from the YouTube platform. Please do subscribe if possible.